Aloha world. We'll be back tonight. About to dive into our July 2025 Kawhi Ola issue. Quick note, if you guys like the shirt, Tupac and Brother Is, Bob Marley, Biggie Smalls, head over to shopcoconutkingdom.com and you can find this shirt plus much more. Alright, let's get into it, y'all. So our opening article is titled Owning Our Eha, or Sovereignty, Reflections from Palau and Aotearoa on Indigenous Self-Governance. Okay, I journeyed to Palau and Aotearoa traveling with a singular purpose, to understand how our Pacific cousins have built and sustained successful models of indigenous governance. Palau struggled to retain its ancestral lands, protect its language, and practice its customs is familiar. Yet, what struck me most was how vigorously their traditional leaders assert their eha, or sovereignty. Their system of co-governance, balancing indigenous leadership with Western political frameworks, proves that both forms of governing can exist in tandem. In Aotearoa, I was welcomed by the leaders of the Ki'ingitanga and Waikato Tainui. The Maori story of colonization and resistance, survival and revival resonates profoundly with our own. The Ki'ingitanga is a powerful cultural force moving resolutely toward the vision of a unified Maori nation. Waikato Tainui has leveraged a 150 million settlement into a 2 billion economic powerhouse, one that fuels not only tribal prosperity but the assertion of political sovereignty. Ea, or sovereignty, is not lost in Hawaii. It is very much alive across the Pai'aino, or the islands. From Haena to Ka'u, communities are leading with ancestral intelligence, reviving language, stewarding Aina, and reasserting our right to govern ourselves. We have an opportunity to build regional self-governance rooted in each island, responsive to local needs and reflective of our collective eha, or sovereignty. OA has a critical role to play in supporting and resourcing this growth, not as an authority, but as an advocate and provider of infrastructure, funding, and legal support to empower communities charting their own course. In both Palau and Aotearoa, formalized indigenous governances structures directly inform and shape local decision-making, natural resource management, and education. Their governance has a physical presence. In Palau, Bai, traditional meeting houses, are the sacred spaces for decision-making among chiefs. In Aotearoa, Marae function as the epicenter of tribal life and governance. These spaces are not symbolic, they are essential. They codify the authority of indigenous governance. We must build our own hale halavai, meeting houses, in each island to ground our eha, or sovereignty, in place and practice. In both Palau and Aotearoa, there is a fierce reclamation of land and language, and importantly, their people vote. In both nations, indigenous communities are powerful voting blocs. They organize, mobilize, and assert their presence within national political systems, not to assimilate, but to influence laws and policies. In Hawaii, we have everything we need to grow our sovereignty. It begins with believing that our self-governance is not a distant memory, but the work of the present. Right? Take that, y'all, and run with it. Aloha.